I heard the two of them registered their marriage today. Have you heard about it? Yes, I just received a message from Nathan and Emily. Today is a very happy day. I look forward to our future relationship. Yes, I'll be on good terms with your brother Nathan, but whether I get along with you depends on you. Excuse me? What do you mean by that? I'm simply saying that family relationships require effort from both sides, don't you agree? Of course, I believe in mutual respect among family members. By the way, Rachel, you're still working at that nightclub, aren't you? Do you have any plans to quit that job? No, why would I? I've been there for years now. I was just wondering if you had plans for something more respectable in your future. I have no plans to quit my current job anytime soon. In fact, I'm thinking about moving into management eventually. There's still so much to learn, so I couldn't possibly quit. Is that so? Well, that's unfortunate, but I guess we can't get along then. Don't get cocky just because your brother married my daughter. I have no intention of becoming relatives with someone like you. What? I don't understand why my job would prevent us from having a family relationship. A family relationship requires shared values, Rachel. I'm not sure we have those same values. I think you're making assumptions about my values based solely on my profession. Of course, I've heard about your circumstances. It must have been difficult after your parents passed away when you were young. Yes, it was challenging. Nathan and I had to grow up quickly. That must have been quite traumatic for both of you. I can only imagine. We managed the best we could. Working from a young age to support yourself and your brother, that's admirable. But to think your workplace was a nightclub, frankly, it's disgusting. Excuse me? There's nothing disgusting about honest work. Oh, please, let's not pretend it's just honest work. We both know what goes on in those places. That's a job where you drink with dirty old men. You'd have to be really desperate to do something like that. That's an incredibly reductive view of what I do. Is it? I think I'm being quite direct about the reality of your situation. And to continue that job even after Nathan grew up? Choosing such a job means there must be something wrong with your head. There's nothing wrong with my head. I genuinely enjoy my work and I'm good at it. Enjoying such work is precisely what concerns me about you, dear. I understand some prejudice, but I never expected to be criticized to this extent. Is it really criticism when I'm simply stating facts about your chosen profession? Your facts are actually harmful stereotypes. It's true I started this job for the money, but it's actually quite profound and a wonderful profession. While there are occasionally difficult customers, most people are quite lovely. Lovely? The kind of men who frequent such establishments? Yes, most are just looking for conversation and a pleasant evening. Treating the type of clients who go to sleazy nightclubs as lovely people! It seems our ethics and values are quite different. I'm sorry, but I can't get along with someone like you. Could you also refrain from interacting with Nathan from now on? What? Even with my brother? I think it would be best for everyone. Your influence might not be beneficial. He's my only family. You can't seriously expect me to stop seeing him. I only approved this marriage because my daughter Emily insisted. At least Nathan is a Harvard graduate like my daughter and works for a major corporation, so I turned a blind eye to his background and upbringing. His background? You make it sound like we grew up in some terrible environment. Well, without proper parental guidance, one can only imagine. What? But you're different! If you won't quit your nightclub job, then we won't have any family relations. And please stay away from the newlyweds. But that's... I don't want your lifestyle affecting my daughter's marriage. My lifestyle? I work, I pay my bills, I take care of my brother. What exactly is the problem? If you don't like that, then quit your job. Now, I'll be on my way. You can't dictate my career choices. This is completely unreasonable. What's unreasonable is expecting me to welcome someone like you into my family. Goodbye, Rachel.
What the hell? How could you bail on your brother's wedding? This is awful, sis!
What?
I can't believe you wouldn't show up on the most important day of my life!
Nathan, slow down. What are you talking about?
Where are you? Can you come right away? Even if you're late, just hurry up and get here!
Wait a minute. What wedding are you talking about?
My wedding! What other wedding would I be talking about?
What? Your wedding is today? I don't understand. Besides, I'm currently on vacation in Hawaii with my coworkers.
In Hawaii?
So there's no way I can get there now, and I don't even know where the wedding is.
What are you talking about? There's no way you wouldn't know after receiving the invitation.
What? Invitation?
My only family is you, sis. No parents, no sister here. Do you have any idea how I felt standing alone at the venue? Do you know how sad I was?
Nathan, please listen to me for a moment.
It was so humiliating having to explain to everyone where my sister was.
Nathan, I'm confused. Something isn't right.
I don't want to hear excuses. Sis, you were really against my marriage, weren't you? You sacrificed your life for me, never had a boyfriend, never got married, and now you're jealous and hate me for getting married while you're alone. That's why you deliberately didn't come to the wedding today.
What? There's no way I would think like that.
Then explain why you're in Hawaii instead of at my wedding. You actually skipped the wedding today.
Listen, I'm telling you.
I'm grateful for you raising me all these years, but I can't forgive you for ruining such an important day.
Nathan, please, there must be some misunderstanding.
I'm cutting ties with a sister who skips her brother's wedding. I hate anyone who ruins my wedding day.
But I never received an invitation.
What?
So please listen to me. I really didn't hear anything. I didn't receive an invitation, and I didn't hear where and when the wedding would be.
What?
I knew roughly that you'd have the ceremony within this year, but didn't you say you'd let me know the details through an invitation? But I never received that invitation. How could I possibly attend your wedding in that situation?
What are you saying, sis? I definitely sent you an invitation, and you even sent back a response saying you'd attend.
No, I haven't. I check my mailbox every day, but I've never seen anything like that. And of course, I don't remember sending a response back either.
What?
Something strange is going on here. Did you address it correctly? Did you confirm my address before sending it?
Of course I did. I've sent you mail before without any problems.
Really? Then I guess I should check with the post office. But please, believe your only sister. There's no way I would deliberately skip your wedding after raising you all this time. I want you to believe in my love for you.
I'm sorry for losing my temper and saying I'd cut ties with you. If you really didn't know, then it's our fault. I'll look into what happened, too.
Thank you for believing me. I'm devastated that I missed your special day.
I know you would have been there for me if you could. I shouldn't have jumped to conclusions.
For now, just enjoy your wedding today. You can say I'm ill if anyone asks.
Okay, I'll tell everyone you came down with something suddenly. We'll figure this out when I'm back from the honeymoon.
I love you, Nathan. Congratulations on your marriage. Tell Emily I'm so sorry.
I will. Love you too, sis.
It was you who made me miss the wedding, wasn't it, Victoria? The security camera caught you looking through my mailbox, and it also shows you taking out an envelope. What exactly is going on here? Oh my, busted already! This isn't funny. Do you realize what you've done? What I've done is protect my daughter's special day from inappropriate elements. Can I take that as an admission of your actions? Taking the wedding invitation from my mailbox without permission. Why would you do such a thing? Obviously, to prevent you from coming to the wedding. I stole the invitation because I wanted you to be absent. What? Don't act so surprised. I told you beforehand, didn't I? I made myself perfectly clear during our last conversation. If you don't quit your filthy job, I'd reconsider our relationship. That's why I didn't want you at the important wedding. Someone like you just isn't suitable for my daughter's wedding. You made me miss the wedding for such a ridiculous reason? It's terrible to prevent me from attending my dear brother's wedding. What's wrong with my nightclub job? It has nothing to do with my brother's wedding. It has everything to do with it. A wedding is a reflection of the families joining together. So you deliberately hurt both me and Nathan because you don't approve of my job? Shut up, you disgusting alcoholic woman! Excuse me? You heard me. You spend your nights drinking with strangers for money. What does that make you? It makes me a professional in the hospitality industry. Nothing more, nothing less. People like you don't belong at elegant weddings. I doubt you even have proper education or know basic etiquette. My education has nothing to do with this situation. It has everything to do with it. Class always shows, Rachel. I couldn't sleep at night thinking you might show up in some flashy club dress. I was worried you might flirt with my husband or relatives. What's wrong with taking preemptive measures? I would never do something like that. What do you take me for? A bottom feeder with no education or common sense, I suppose. What? You seem shocked, but surely you must understand how people view your profession. Not everyone is as judgmental as you are. Oh my, are you angry? But it's true, isn't it? You're making assumptions about me without knowing anything about who I really am. You have no education or common sense. That's why you're doing that vulgar nightclub job, ignoring my advice to quit and continuing to work there. Your advice was more like a threat, and I don't need career guidance from someone like you. Stupid and vulgar people are really troublesome. That's quite enough. You've said plenty about me and my job. I'm reaching my limit of patience. I've reached my limit too. I don't want to be involved with vulgar people anymore, so why don't you just cut ties with us? You can't force me to cut ties with my own brother. Oh, and of course, never associate with my daughter and your brother again. I don't want to be involved with someone who does a tasteless and vulgar nightclub job. Then you'll have to cut ties with your daughter too. What? Fine by me. I don't want to be involved with an idiot who looks down on other people's professions. But it's a shame that a mother will have to cut ties with her own daughter. Why would I cut ties with my daughter Emily? Emily has nothing to do with your job. She has everything to do with it. Emily was the number 2 at our club. What? Our club? You mean? Yes, the very nightclub you've been insulting this entire time. Don't tell me Emily worked at the same club as you. Yes, during her college years. Oh, but she still comes into work about once a month. So rather than worked, it's more like still works. What? Shocking, isn't it? Your perfect Harvard graduate daughter has been part of this vulgar profession for years. You're lying. This is impossible. That's how she ended up marrying my brother Nathan. I had no idea you despised our profession this much. I'm fine with it, but because of that, you'll have to cut ties with Emily too. It's sad to have a parent who's so unsupportive. Wait. What are you talking about? My Emily! My well-behaved Harvard graduate Emily working at a nightclub? That's absolutely impossible!
But it is possible. That's how we met. Emily working at my sister's club is how we met.
What? Who is...
It's been a while since the wedding, Victoria. It's me, Nathan. I happen to be next to my sister now because I wanted to talk to her. And I've seen the entire exchange. To think it was you who made my sister miss the wedding!
What? Nathan? I can explain. I was only thinking of what's best for the family.
You told me how respectable and admirable my sister was, but in reality, you looked down on her this much! I'm so disappointed in you, Victoria!
Shut up! More importantly, explain what this means. What do you mean Emily worked at your sister's club? I can't believe my well-behaved Emily would do such a thing.
It's because you kept her on such a tight leash that she had to work in secret. Don't you understand how constrained your daughter has felt all this time? And you call yourself her mother?
What? I've given Emily everything she could possibly need. The best education, the best opportunities.
Everything except freedom and understanding. I've heard everything from Emily. How she had strict rules since childhood and had difficult days. How she couldn't do anything except what you decided, from extracurricular activities to everything else. Even in college, she only received an allowance fit for a middle schooler.
I was teaching her financial responsibility.
You were controlling her, not teaching her, so she couldn't join the clubs or seminars she wanted and couldn't make friends. That's why Emily secretly started working at the nightclub, to earn money so she could do what she wanted.
What is this? If that was the case, she could have just told me. Then I would have asked her father to increase her allowance.
I heard she did ask, but you never did anything. When she said she wanted to do international aid volunteer work, you said philanthropy is useless. When she wanted to join the mountain climbing club, you said there's no money in climbing mountains. When she tried to join a magazine production circle, you said study instead of doing such things.
I was just guiding her toward a successful future.
No matter what she said, you opposed it and wouldn't give her even a little money.
Oh, was that how it was?
That's why Emily secretly started working nights. There aren't many jobs that pay well for short hours. Plus, university club activities cost quite a bit of money.
But she could have found something more appropriate.
Like what? With her schedule full of the activities you approved, when would she have time? And one day, after she got too drunk to move at the club, my sister took pity on her and brought her to our home. That's where Emily and I met.
No way! My daughter drinking to excess? That's not the Emily I know.
There's a lot about Emily you don't know because she could never be honest with you. But from your perspective, it's a tasteless and vulgar job no matter what the circumstances, right? I'm sure you don't feel anything even knowing this background, although my sister and I fully supported Emily. My sister continuously protected Emily from strange customers. Since I attended the same university, I supported her studies. and gradually we started dating and eventually got married.
What? So your relationship began through this nightclub connection?
Yes, and we're proud of it. The club brought us together. For us, my sister is a benefactor, a cupid, and an irreplaceable precious person.
I can't believe what I'm hearing.
How dare you insult such a person? How dare you make her miss my wedding?
Wait. This is a lot of new information and my head is spinning. My daughter, Emily, working at a nightclub. I still can't accept this.
You don't have to accept it. Old-fashioned women like you probably will never understand.
What did you say? How dare you speak to me like that? I'm your mother-in-law.
My sister's job is unusual, so it's understandable that it faces prejudice, but that doesn't mean you're right, Victoria. In this day and age to shamelessly call nightclub work tasteless and vulgar, you must really lack common sense, intelligence, and dignity.
What? Wait, Nathan! How dare you speak to your wife's mother like that?
And how dare you speak to your son-in-law's sister like that? You have no right to be angry with me.
What did you say? This is outrageous! I'm going to speak with Emily immediately about this.
If I cut ties with my sister, then you'll also have to cut ties with your daughter, Emily. And from now on, please don't associate with either Emily or me.
You can't make that decision for Emily. She's my daughter.
I'll be leaving now. I don't even want to see your face anymore.
Nathan, wait! Don't leave like this!
Goodbye, Victoria. I hope someday you'll realize what you've done.
Rachel, do you have a moment? Victoria, I'm surprised to hear from you after everything that happened. This is an emergency! I haven't been able to get in touch with Emily and Nathan since the other day. They won't answer my calls or messages. Do you have any idea where they might be? Huh? Haven't you heard? They're both working overseas and aren't in the country right now. What? Working overseas? Since when? Where did they go? Why didn't they tell me? They said since they've cut ties with you, they wanted to do jobs they really like. So after discussing it together, they decided to work overseas. But I haven't heard anything about going overseas. This is absurd. They can't just leave the country without telling me. Actually, they can. They're adults making their own decisions now. Emily has always been interested in working abroad, hasn't she? That's why she kept doing international volunteer work, even at her own expense. A mother would normally know this, right? What? Oh, I'm sorry. Since her part-time job was also hidden from you, I guess you wouldn't know. It seems you were only interested in having a Harvard graduate daughter to brag about. What did you say? Well, I guess sudden overseas employment would be surprising, but isn't it wonderful that your child can do what they want to do? Emily working freely overseas. You must be so happy as a parent. How can I be happy when I don't even know where she is or what she's doing? Don't act like you know anything when you're not even a parent. You've never even been married or had children. All you've ever done is deal with dirty drunks. Don't talk to me as if you know better. With all due respect, Emily adores me, even though I'm not her parent. That's ridiculous. She barely knows you. She calls me more like a mother than her actual mother. She even reported her overseas job to me first, and I still get regular updates from her. What? But I haven't received a single word from her. She can't possibly feel that way about you. You've only known her for a short time. During Emily's college days, she was grateful when I made her a simple late-night snack after work. She said, "My mother never made anything for me." and she never supported me, even during my Harvard entrance exam studies. What? That's not true. When Emily was worried about her job prospects, I listened to her concerns and encouraged her to follow her heart. She smiled sweetly and said, "Unlike my mother, you quietly support me, and I'm happy. And you're really like my mother. With things like that, please don't act proud just because you're her parent." What's with that attitude? Getting cocky just because my daughter adores you a little. I know what my daughter needs better than anyone. You're the one getting cocky, Victoria. Your daughter and son-in-law have cut ties with you because they're fed up, and you still maintain that attitude. If you don't change now, you might never see your daughter and son-in-law again. You might not even get to see your grandchildren's faces. What? Since we have this opportunity, you should reconsider your approach. Reflect on yourself as a parent while Emily is away. I don't need parenting advice from someone like you. Oh, you could even do it while having a drink at our club. Don't you dare try to get my business, as if I'd ever go to your vulgar establishment. Is that so? But your husband is already a regular customer at our club. What? You're lying. My husband would never frequent such a place. He says it's more comfortable than home, and he's very pleased. No way! My husband? I thought he'd been coming home late recently, but to think he's been going to such a place. He's not at the club right now, is he? Bingo! He's just about to finish his bottle. What? This is unbelievable. First my daughter, now my husband? You're welcome to come pick him up at the club, but please don't cause a scene like some vulgar customer. Don't forget, this is a place to enjoy alcohol, something any adult with common sense would understand. After that, Victoria came to the club to pick up her husband, but she said, "Never seduce my husband again, you tasteless woman," and was immediately surrounded by strong security staff. She was taken to the back of the club, and when she came out several dozen minutes later, she was crying her eyes out. Apparently, her husband also gave her various lectures and guidance afterward. And now she's registered with a temp agency on her husband's orders. I hear she's learning about the difficulty and harshness of various jobs while half crying. As for my brother and his wife working overseas, they seem to be having a wonderful married life supporting each other. And they say it's so comfortable that we don't even want to return to the US where there's that noisy mother.